Hi guys, happy Monday. For reading today, we are going to be continuing talking about characters. So what are the characters of our stories that we read? Do you guys remember? Yeah, the characters are the people and animals in our stories. They're the ones who go through events, they have feelings, they have thoughts, they have looks, so they have an appearance just like we do. And authors tell us about characters through actions, which is what the character does. So we can learn about characters by the things that they do in the stories. And then authors also tell us about the characters through thoughts. And so they'll explain what the character is thinking. So we can get a really good idea of who the character is by the way, through the things that the character does and by the way that the character thinks. So the strategy that we're going to be working on this week is going to have you guys, after each page of a story, you're going to stop and you're going to think, what is my character doing? What did my character just do on the page I just read? What are the actions my character is doing? What is my character physically doing in the book, in the story? So today you guys are going to find the pages in the packet for the passage called Happy Birthday Surprise by Stephen Krinsky. This is just 2 pages in the packet, so it's not a whole book that you're putting together. It's just a passage. And so you're going to use this passage, which is about a very excited little mouse named Abel, and he's planning a birthday party for his friend Daisy. So when you guys read this, I want you to be stopping after each page and thinking about what the characters are doing. So what are their actions and what are they thinking? So you guys are going to read Happy Birthday Surprise. You can read it all by yourself or you can have someone read it with you. And you're going to pay attention to what the characters are doing, what their actions are, and what they're thinking. So I'm going to read the first part. Let's read the first part together. Abel was a very excited mouse. Today was his friend Daisy's birthday, and he was giving her a surprise party. Abel started to clean his house. He wiped and cleaned and wiped again. A small cloud of dust followed him around. Achoo! Sneezed Abel. Achoo! Achoo! It was already past noon. Oh dear, said Abel. He still had to bake the cake. He quickly mixed the eggs, flour, and sugar in a bowl. Sweet, said Abel, tasting the batter. Once the cake was in the oven, he started wrapping Daisy's present. The paper went on easily, but the bow wouldn't stay tied. But Abel kept trying. His face got hot. His whiskers twitched. Hello? Is anyone home? Abel's friend Chester had arrived. So the first question that we're going to answer is, what did Abel do in the first part of this passage? What were his actions? And I've helped you guys out a little bit by underlining some of those actions. So those are all the things that Abel is doing in this part of the story. So I remember one thing that he did was he started to clean his house. And I know that because I stopped and I'm thinking about what he did on the first page. And I remember he was cleaning and he was cleaning and then the dust was making him sneeze. So that's something that Abel was doing. That was his action on the first page. But I remember he did 2 other things. So you guys will have to think about what other 2 things that Abel did in the first part of this passage. And I left you a clue right here. So you got to just think really hard and read back to those words and stop and think about what Abel was doing. And here's the second page. And the second question that you guys are going to talk about is, what does this tell you about Abel? So all of the things that Abel did, or his actions in the story, those were things that he was doing for his friend Daisy. And so when we have a character who's doing nice things for their friend, what does that tell you about the type of person or character that they might be? Do you think that makes them a bad friend? Or do you think that makes them a good friend? Or maybe that means that they are scared or happy. What emotions? What do you think that they are thinking? What type of character do you think that Abel is after reading the story and knowing that he does all of these things for his friend? Okay, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the story, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys tomorrow.